Okay, today we will mainly focus on the basic charcoal pencils. Okay, charcoal are of different kinds. We have charcoal pencils, we have charcoal dust, we have charcoal chalks. Charcoal chalks are also of two kinds. One comes like a black oil pastel, some comes like your rectangular shape, like the chalks like soft pastels. Okay, and dust is like powder. Now in charcoal pencil also we have different kinds of pencils, just like our shading pencil. In shading pencil we have H and B. So we have numbers with H's and we have numbers with B's. Correct? But in charcoal we only have 3 pencils. Mainly. First one is soft. Second is neutral. Third is hard. Okay. In some of the brands, we also have extra soft, extra hard. Now going by the simple rule of H and B pencil, H pencils are lighter in shade and B pencils are darker, and HB is our neutral. So neutral is like your medium. In some of the brands it is called medium. Okay. Soft is like your B pencil. That means the darkest. Hard, as the name suggests, it's H pencil. Alright. So I'll just show you the difference. This is a soft pencil. Now okay. This is the medium pencil. See, I'm not applying much pressure, okay? I'm just shading very lightly. And this is the hard pencil, third one. Now, all those who have the pencil with them right now, I would want them to do this. First one is soft. Second is medium or neutral. And third is hard. So you can see the difference in the 3 shades, right? So soft is the darkest, neutral is neutral, and hard is the lightest. Now let's see if we have to blend these. Go ahead.
Like for charcoal pencils, we can't use sharpener. So how do we make them like? I think it's with a blade.
See, it's not that we cannot use the sharpener. We can always make use of sharpener, but the suggested way of sharpening these any kind of shading pencils, be it graphite pencil, be it shading pencil, the normal ones, or the charcoal pencils, even for that matter color pencils, should be sharpened with the pencil knife or the blades. Okay?
Can I have a blade made of a sharpener blade? Is that okay?
Yeah, even that is fine. See, the reason, especially when it comes to graphite pencils and to charcoal pencils, we avoid the sharpener because the lead, which is, they are very soft and it breaks. Plus sometimes the kind of point we need for our pencil. I will show it to you all in one of my pencil. Can you see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So this is also soft and this is also soft.
So the one with the longer lead is with the blade?
Yes. See, because when I need a longer tip, okay, that time sharpener will not give me this. And if I try to do this in the sharpener, the tip will keep breaking. Right? That's why we use the blade, or the paper knife can also be used. You know those paper cutters, something like these. Generally, I use these. Okay, you can also use these. But that's what, this is the white one type, correct. But again, kids, you got to be very, very careful when you are using this. Okay? If not, I would suggest please take help from your parents for this, especially for the first 2 times.
Ma'am, I've like once, like when I was in kindergarten.
Let's move to next step. Okay, I will try and also cover the sharpening method in this video. If I'm not able to, then I'll make a separate one for that. Now let's understand how can these be blended and how much do these get smudged. See, like we know that when we take 8B, it smudges the maximum compared to 2B, right? What happens?
Most.
Yes, correct. Now what happens with soft, medium and hard? So I'm going to hold it this way and I'm just going to shade with soft. All those who have the pencil, I would want them to do this with me. See, I'm holding it with a little pressure. So this time I'm applying slight pressure on the pencil and on the paper. Okay, then leave little gap, leave some gap. Do the same thing with medium. And then the same thing with hard. Right. I will not suggest using of smudger or paper stumps or tissue papers or any kind of paper at the initial stages. First thing, let's learn how to get messy and make our artwork correct. Messy in the sense making our hands messy. And then we will get into the usage of stumps and all those things. Okay? In the beginning, we need to understand, we need to feel that how and what happens when we use our fingers or what is the natural way that these can be smudged. Right? So the thing that you're going to use in your finger, the part is this, not the tip. Okay, this is something I want you all to pay attention. You will not use the tip of the finger. You will not use the sides. You will not use the line part. You're going to use this round part of your index finger. Okay, in fact, any finger, any of the 4 fingers, but should be the round part. Okay, and just start smudging it. The soft one.
Well, sometimes for me, I try smudging the hardest and only smudges like super little.
Correct. See, for hard, I'm using the other finger. And then for hard, like for medium, I use the other. And for hard, the reason I'm using all 3 different fingers for the 3 is because while I was smudging soft, my finger already got a black. No, and your finger becomes black.
Yeah.
Right? You can put a dot on your cheek with that. You'll get a, like that black thing. When we were kids, our parents used to put that.
Oh, yeah, that.
Okay, so see. Now if you look at your fingers, you will also see the difference of the shade. Correct. So you can see that the index finger has got the darkest, then your middle finger and then the ring finger. Okay, and also
another trick, like you can just take those 3 fingers, like you just put it down on the paper and you can
yes. Now sometimes when we want to smudge, we actually, instead of again taking the pencil and using it, we try to just use this color which is there on our finger and spread further on our paper.
Ma'am, but mine is not as spread out as yours. It's
That's okay. That's absolutely fine. That will come with practice. So that's why let's understand how it happens. Okay?
So I have a question, miss.
Go ahead.
Few videos, like for these charcoal pencils, people use brushes to do something.
Yes, sometimes even brushes are used for smudging. So we will get into that one by one. Okay, we'll get into each step one by one. So first we will learn the basic, then we will move to like how brushes can be used. But sometimes in my own opinion, like this is totally my own opinion, brushes do give a effect, but the better effect than brushes you get by using paper stumps. So when we start using paper stumps, yes, so when we start using paper stumps, I will teach you that also. Okay?
Why are the pencils called soft, hard, and like that?
Very good question.
I know the answer to that.
Please go ahead.
So, I read this. So, even I was wondering. Then, so it said that the soft is the most rawest form of charcoal, and then medium is little more like made and hardened, and then hard is like the most like compressed type of charcoal.
Absolutely correct. See, soft is nothing but the raw form. That means it is the coal. It's basically the coal form. That's why it's blackest. And it is softest. So when it is in the raw form, so it is very soft. And it has got the...
Directly taken from coal?
Exactly. And it is also too much dusty. So when the dust quantity in your pencil is more, so it will be the darkest and it will be the smoothest. Okay.
I get it.
Yeah, medium is medium.
Yeah.
And hard has...
Pretty fast.
I'm sorry, Adi, can you repeat better?
Like the soft pencil, the lead will finish very, very fast.
Yeah, because it's the softener, so it gets, used faster compared to your hard pencil.
Ma'am? What is mixed with the coal to make them hard and all stuff? Like it goes lighter, right?
Correct. So what happens, the dust quantity is removed. So the extra dust quantity is removed and they are compressed. So when they are compressed, so for example, when you take sand, okay, normal dry sand on a beach, if you take it in your hand and if you do your hand like this, it will just keep on flowing. But if you take wet sand, does it flow free from your hand?
It stays in the form which we like squeezed it in.
Yes. So it takes that shape, right? So same thing happens with the compressed charcoals. Because that means the powdery effect is not there. Hence, the smoothness is not there that it can flow free. All those who are using the three pencils would have definitely heard a different sound while they were working with hard and while they were working with soft. Yeah, it's like when when you're rubbing this, so you'll get more like a khas 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 kind of a sound more in hard pencil than in your soft pencil. Because
the hard is a bit rough.
Hard is rough, so more friction is created with your paper.
Yeah.
Get understood?
Yes, ma'am. I've done a small work on the...
Now let's move and see to the next step, that can we blend these three with each other? Like how we do with 8B, 2B, 4B, 6B. Okay, so let me take soft first. I'll do one thing. I'll just make a basic house.
Do we have to do this too along with you?
No, I just want you all to follow. You all can make any shape of your choice. Okay, but what I want you all to notice here is that how I am holding the pencil and how I am shading it. Okay, now see, I'm holding the pencil almost in the center, right? I'm holding the pencil almost in the center, so I'm not holding here, I'm not holding here, I'm holding in...
Ma'am, can I draw a cube?
Yes, you can, absolutely. Okay, now I'm going to first shade lightly. See, with soft, no matter how much light you want to shade, it will still be darker than hard. It will still come darker than hard, right? We cannot get this kind of a look with soft. So even if I try, it still comes darker.
Oh yeah. Ma'am, so with a cube, what do we have, like where do we have to start?
If I have a cube here, which is, I think mine will look more like a cuboid. Excuse my rough lines and crooked lines. So with cube, why don't you start from here? Okay. Right?
Are charcoal pencils similar to shading pencils in shading?
Yes. See, the best difference between charcoal and shading pencils, I can say, is In charcoal pencils, you have to deal only with these three. In shading pencils, you have to deal with, I don't know how many H's, how many B's, F's, and I don't know what.
F is also there?
F is also there.
Oh.
And
Miss, F means light or dark, miss?
F is between B and H. It's with H, HB, F,
With medium,
B.
kind of.
Yes, it's between. It's very close to neutral. Very close to neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now let me take medium. Now let's take medium pencil, and I'm gonna color this. I'm gonna shade this side.
Oh, ma'am, I shaded the full.
No problem. You can shade medium on this.
Okay.
Mom, you can see the difference between them.
Yes. You can actually see the difference of shade in them.
And it feels different too.
Correct. Now let's take hard and let's color shade below this.
Ma'am, can I get hard on the top of the...
Yes, you can color. You can shade with hard over here.
Okay.
But you can't see much difference with the neutral and hard.
Here you can, right dear?
Yeah. In the house it doesn't.
In the house it doesn't. I'll tell you why. That's actually a very good observation. In the house we cannot see much of difference between hard and medium. Reason is absolutely simple. Here hard was done beside medium. Here hard was done below medium and soft. So now let's see what I said about blending and mixing. Here is my soft.
Also, ma'am, did you do like hard or a medium and then it became a bit dark?
Exactly. So when I just use hard, it is this. But when I use hard by pulling my soft.
So it smudges and the color comes.
Exactly. So hard basically helps you in getting the gradual fading of the shade.
Whoa, that looks so cool.
So it becomes like your soft, medium and hard. And I used only soft and hard.
Hard.
Right?
Whoa, that's cool.
Okay. Now, what happens if I pull medium? If I pull soft with medium, will it make much of difference? Let's see. So let's say this is my medium normal, right? Which we can see here, which we can see here.
I don't think they make much difference in the bit.
Correct.
Yeah, only a bit.
Only very little.
Because soft, medium is also a bit dark, like kind of closer to soft and
Hard and soft.
yeah.
Now let's pull medium with hard.
Everything
So basically, medium looks like soft and
So did you understand the difference?
yes, ma'am.
So generally, what I do when I work on my charcoal artworks, if I have to bring a medium kind of a look which is fading from gradually from my soft, then I don't use medium. I directly use soft and hard. Because hard is giving me a gradual fade over here. Right? So I directly use that. Now, can on hard soft work and medium work? Let's understand that also. So let's say I'm shading hard here. And I'm holding it normally. Let me shade in this also.
I'm getting kind of confused with the soft, hard, and with soft.
So just remember, red is hard, blue is soft, and yellow is neutral.
some of them are labeled.
Yeah, they are named also.
Oh, okay.
And Deshna is using the Montmartre brand, so for her it will be very dark grey, medium grey and grey. Instead of red, blue and yellow.
Who's using the what brand?
So now we have colored hard here. Sorry, we have shaded with hard. Let's take medium. So medium works on hard. Right? But does medium pull hard?
No, it can't.
No, it can't.
It cannot, because there's nothing to be pulled from here.
Yeah, because there's no dust left in it.
Exactly. Will soft work on my hard? Yes, it will work. But can soft pull hard?
No.
Again, the same reason, no, it cannot. Because there is nothing in that can be pulled with. So basically, sometimes hard can work as your base for your work. Now,
Top is the top of the roof medium?
No, I used hard and then I used soft. So it looks like medium. But if I shade this little darker way, like the proper use of soft.
It is soft, like.
That is really dark.
Yes, it is really dark. Okay, now.
Ma'am, when I was in class, without coronavirus.
Let's understand one interesting thing. Does charcoal work on graphite pencil?
Graphite?
Graphite pencils are the normal shading pencils that we use.
Oh, okay.
So
Can we check it?
Yes, please. So please take your shading pencils. Yeah, please take your shading pencils. Just take any 4B, 2B, anything.
I'm gonna take 10B. Is that okay?
No, take a little lighter one.
4B.
Yeah, 4B, 6B should be fine. Now let's just draw a line. I am using 4B, okay?
We also use 4B.
So I've drawn 2 lines. Now let's use soft on that line. And tell me, is it working or is it slipping?
Is it slipping?
It is slipping.
Slipping?
Yes.
Can't do it on the paper.
Can anybody tell me why is this happening?
Because
The dust in graphite.
because of the texture of the 4B pencil.
Any other?
Like dust in graphite.
Because your lid is different.
Definitely lead is different because this is coal and the other is graphite. One is stone.
It's not dust in graphite.
One is a stone and one is coal. Like one is burnt stone and one is stone.
Yes.
Because I think the both of the materials don't agree with each other, like oil and water.
Yes, they do not agree with each other, definitely. But why doesn't it agree with each other is the question.
Mom, the graphite pencils don't have much powder as soft.
They are very smooth. They are stones.
Yeah.
So they are smooth in texture. They are shiny in texture. For example, if you put oil on water, so oil will catch fire, but nothing happens to the water beneath.
Yeah.
You can swim under that.
Ma'am, so
Yeah.
the reason is as the stone is smooth.
Correct. So the texture, what Adi said, so the texture of the two medium is totally different. But now let's try the other way. Will shading pencil, graphite pencil work on charcoal? Let's try it out. Let's use soft. What happens when I am using, so see what is happening is your charcoal, first thing somebody said that dust is coming out. Yes, soft dust starts spreading and your charcoal becomes very shiny on that part if you notice over here.
charcoal pencils.
Correct. Will it work on hard? Let's try the hard also.
No, I think the hard would work, miss.
So, with this experiment, we understand that graphite pencils can work on charcoal, but charcoal slips over graphite.
Yeah.
Because charcoal is not as smooth texture as a graphite pencil, hence graphite works on it. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let's see how can we get different light and dark effect. Where's my soft pencil? And how much dark can actually this can become. Let's begin with soft. Now I would want you all to hold the pencil in the normal pencil hold and really tight, like with proper pressure, and apply full pressure on the paper too.
Won't the pen lid break?
No.
Okay.
Okay, and now smudge it.
And I almost tore my paper.
That happens if you are holding in that way. So I'll show you how to hold also so that you don't tear your paper. So this is the darkest my medium can go.
Ma'am, it looks kind of like soft only.
Yes. And this is the darkest my hard can go. So when I press hard real dark, I get normal look of medium. When I press medium pretty hard, I get normal look of soft. But when I press soft really hard, I get like full black. There's not much difference between this black and this black.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Then let's understand how do we hold that the paper doesn't tear. And kind of a deep dented mark is not there on the paper. Okay, then we will come to see whether we can erase them or not.
Oh yeah, that will be kind of hard, I think.
Not exactly, but we'll see which can be erased, which cannot be erased. Okay, and we will use regular eraser. I will not be using the hard medium erasers today and the soft medium erasers or black or white eraser.
There is a soft medium eraser?
Yes, I will just be using the regular erasers today. Okay, just the regular white eraser that we use. Alright. Now, so you hold like this. This is normally how we hold while drawing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But
Ma'am, use soft?
yes, I'm using soft. But I would always suggest, and I always prefer also, holding it little bit behind. Because then this way I get full movement of my finger, which is required. Never hold it like this, not in this position, okay, but like this. So not resting your hand on the wrist, but resting it on the side. Okay. Now, see, when you hold like this and you press like this, your paper tears.
Oh my.
Right? But when you hold like this, nothing happens. Why? Because when you're holding like this, you're actually kind of stabbing your paper. You're actually like literally, like trying to tear your paper. You're like applying knife on the paper. But this way, you're not touching the paper with the tip. You're touching the paper with the complete side portion of your lid.
This is like tickling the paper.
Kind of, yes. I like that word.
What did you say?
She said it's like tickling. It's like tickling the paper and not stabbing. Okay? Now when you have dust like this, na, always blow it. Yes, always blow it, otherwise it will start spreading everywhere. Second thing, even when you have to make this light, you hold here. You see this texture coming over here?
We apply less pressure on the pencil.
Exactly. So I often get a question that how do I get this texture? And you can get this texture. Adi, remember once you had asked me also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You can get this texture. Yes, even Deshna had asked. You
No,
can.
Mama, I got the texture.
Fantastic.
What type of texture called, since I'm noting down on this?
Yeah, so this is a normal texture. This is a normal shading technique. Okay.
A charcoal technique.
Yes. Now see, in this texture you can get in any paper, whether it's a rough paper or a smooth paper. You are getting this kind of a look just because the way you are holding the pencil. When you hold like this,
Depends on the way we hold it.
exactly. See, when you hold like this, and if I try to do, I get line effect. So this has got line texture. Okay, and this is more like we can say that grainy texture. Let's give a name to it. Grainy texture. Let's give a name to it.
For a moment I thought I heard it as brainy texture.
That would have been interesting. So what I'm doing is,
Now can the next heading be textures of chapter?
yes, absolutely. So instead of holding it like a pencil, like the normal writing style of normally how we hold while at the time of writing, I'm just holding it this way and I'm just going like this.
From this way, the texture.
Now, even if I make it, even if I hold it with pressure, I will still get that texture. And if I want, I'm sorry, go ahead.
On top you made the medium effect, in middle you made the dark effect, and below you made the
Hard effect. Now, if on this I want to add this liney texture, I will, instead of holding here, I will move my fingers a little bit in front. See the difference? Now let us understand, is there any difference in the smudging look if we do it in grainy texture? Yeah, Devina, correct. So let's try this. So let's say,
now smudge.
yes.
Smudging texture.
Not much of the powder is coming.
Not much of the powder coming, but the difference that I see is over here, this part did not become light. It remained as it is black, whereas over here, little bit of blackness has become slightly lighter compared to what it was over here. So the next thing will be the direction for the use of soft, hard or medium, like any, I'll show it with soft. So let's say we are making an umbrella, a round umbrella.
Is this from the top view?
Yes, from the top view, correct. Okay, so let's say this is an umbrella from the top view. So the directions will remain the same as we do it in shading pencils also. But let's say I want to show that it is curving over here like this. Now can charcoal pencils be used like our color pencils in like layer by layer shading?
What mark are you
really get your question.
So like how? So like the way we use our color pencils, like layer by layer coloring to get the correct effect of the colors, can charcoal pencils be used like that?
Yes, ma'am, you showed us at the beginning.
Yes, it can be used, no? So what I'm trying to say is instead of, so I will make this side and I will shade this side and I'll show you what I'm saying. So let's say this side I directly start going dark.
Like in the direction of the line.
Ha, of course. Shading, coloring should always be in the direction.
Ma'am, is it okay if it doesn't reach the end or should it reach the end?
No, it's okay, it's okay. So let's say I just went one layer on this dark.
It looks really dark.
It looks like black. Now let's say I'll use first medium. And I use medium very lightly. And of course the direction has to be maintained.
Yeah. I don't think dark made any like change or anything. So what are you drawing, miss?
Just a top view umbrella. Just trying to get the look of shading directions. Not exactly an umbrella, just a shape kind of a.
Top view.
Yes, from the top. Okay, now let me use soft on top of it.
My god, miss, again raining here.
Oh, oh my god.
Miss, I left the class because I had that power cut because a medium plus soft, it looks like somewhat better than only soft.
Only hard, or only soft, right?
Only soft.
Also, in medium plus soft, do you all see any difference because of the light and dark impact?
Yeah.
We can actually make two eyes here.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can make two eyes on the top also. You look like a mustache.
Now you're actually doing that?
Yeah. Why not?
It looks good. It basically looks like a man with a mustache.
Yeah.
Ma'am, it's like the head is bald.
Yeah, only the front part is there.
Ma'am, it's a little tough for me to draw that. So is it okay if I don't draw
No, it's absolutely fine.
Looks amazing. It looks cute. Oh, yeah, it does.
Does look cute. Ma'am, it looks like the Greek people.
Yep. So, now let's see if I use hard.
Made an umbrella person.
Made umbrella into a person.
Yeah. Miss, you can put a dhoti on top of them.
Like a turban, then it will become. Right?
I'm so hard plus medium.
Hard plus soft. And this is only soft. Now,
Showing distance between them too.
yes, on this we will work with eraser also.
Ma'am, can we do it on something else because I want to remember this and if it's
Sure. You can draw a cube or a rectangle or a cylinder.
Miss, you're gonna upload this video on YouTube, right?
Absolutely.
With our voices in it? Is it fine if we use the pink color eraser?
Which pink color eraser? Can you show it to me?
Ma'am, this one.
That is fine. I thought that ink eraser.
The dark one.
So let's make a normal. So I'm just making a figure 8. I'm just making a figure 8. And
It can be a snowman. I was just thinking the same thing.
so let's say I shade here with full dark, and here I shade with first medium, and then soft, and let me take hard.
Ma'am, yesterday a famous singer died.
Okay, now on hard I'm using soft. Alright. Now let's also give only medium. Let's also use only medium.
Ma'am, what's in the second one? What's the second sheet?
This is only soft. This is medium and soft. This is hard and soft. This is only medium. And this is only hard.
Ma'am, so you're gonna erase it and show us if it erases or not?
Yes. And how much pressure do we need to use while using the eraser? So let's begin with hard. Easy to erase.
Hard is pretty easy.
But does it become like white like when we normally erase, let's say a 4B?
Some marks are left.
Tiny marks. Like it depends on how dark it is.
It becomes a bit of gray is still there, right? Now if I really apply pressure and erase, it will go. So you can see the difference in these two.
Yeah, ma'am.
Now let's try on medium. I'm not applying pressure right now. I'm just generally erasing it very lightly, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't erase much.
Doesn't look like it's going much.
Yes, now let's apply pressure. It becomes like,
There are some gray marks left.
it becomes like almost hard after erasing.
Yeah.
Let's try on our,
Oh, I don't think it's gonna. No.
so first let's try normally.
Erase is gonna become.
It's just gonna spread a little.
And see your eraser. And see your eraser also.
OMG.
And you can actually use the color which is there on the eraser to
I
smudge.
want to make eraser clay.
Now let's apply pressure.
Gonna be a lot of green marks. I mean, not green marks. Gray marks left behind.
Now tell me, all those who are erasing it, does the part where you are applying pressure on soft area, is that much part of your page still the smooth, or it has become little rough?
Not become rough. Because
It's
one
become-
layer of the paper is gone.
Exactly. So that means if we again try to shade on it, there are chances that paper may tear. So that means,
Because the force you're applying on the eraser, it's like making the paper also slowly like.
exactly, because the friction is too much over here.
Yeah.
Now let's try on soft and medium. The soft gets moved, but it remains like this. Let's try on hard and soft.
It'll be the same
It
like.
will move a bit, but not that much.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to tell you all is, do not use eraser on charcoal for erasing purpose.
Yeah, ma'am. I've heard you like tell Shloka and Kaushik like many times.
Yes. What you can use eraser for is for spreading and for dabbing.
Yeah.
So let's say
Ma'am, it can be erased.
it can be erased, but why take the risk of tearing the paper?
Okay.
It can be erased. Okay. So see, we erased here, right? With full pressure. Let me apply soft here. it becomes very dark, and then mixing anything with this may become a challenge. I'm not saying it will be impossible, I'm saying it will become challenging.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, let's say I try on this. It gives you a very rough look, and your smooth and your soft pencil does not move so smoothly how it was working here. Right?
Yeah.
Mom, can I go with my mobile charger?
Ma'am,
Okay. So, yes, tell me, Ashi.
ma'am, can I use this series?
Yes, that's what even I'm using. I'm just using a bigger version of that.
Okay.
Okay?
That's because this pencil shading is not that soft as before, because you already erased on it once, and like some paper things like came off and the paper will get a little rough. Ma'am, so
Correct.
you just did it soft, right? Just soft.
Just soft, yes. Okay. Now, so the simple thing that I'm trying to tell you all is to avoid use of too much of eraser when you're working with charcoal. Okay, mainly use of eraser should be avoided in every kind of sketching. But let's say I've done this and I want to do a little bit of dabbing, or I just want to lighten this up in some parts. So see, I had cut these small tiny pieces, so I can just erase a line.
Ma'am, so we're gonna like use plenty erasers and one.
Yes, so maybe like inside complete dark patch, I just want a thin line of white. So I will just erase that much part. Understood? So basically this is the basic use of charcoal pencil. Later on, what all are the other advanced use of it, that we will keep learning as and when we'll keep working on this particular medium. Okay?